Today we'll be working on writing exponential functions, this time from a table of values. So we're given this table of values. We need to write the exponential function. So we need our y-intercept for the a value, and we need our multiplier for the b value. So finding the y-intercept is usually pretty easy. It's when x equals 0. So my a value will be 2. Now I need to find my b value, which is my multiplier. So each time I go up on the x's, I'm adding 1, which is what I like to see. And then for my y's, I'm trying to figure out what am I multiplying by to get to the next term. So 2 times what is 1, 1 times what is 1/2, and 1/2 times what is 1/4. If you don't know it right off the top of your head, I would open up Desmos and just go the second term divided by the first term. And it usually gives you what you want. We'll turn it into a fraction. So it's saying we're multiplying by 1/2. 2 times 1/2 is 1. 2 times 1/2 equals 1. Perfect. If we multiply by 1/2 again, we get 1/2. Excellent. And if we multiply by 1/2 again, 1/2, we get 1/4. So that's perfect. So our multiplier in this case is 1/2. And this is our b value. So if I'm writing it down, y equals a times b to the power x. Y equals a is our y-intercept times b, which is our multiplier, to the x power. And that's it. So go ahead, and I believe you can do the second, third, and fourth one on your own. Let's take a look down on this second page here. We are comparing, first we're going to compare y-intercepts, and then we're going to compare multipliers. So of these two, which function has a greater y-intercept? Just caring about the y-intercept, I don't care anything about multipliers. So it's when x equals 0. So this y-intercept is 0, -12. And for this one, here's my y-intercept, 0, -64. Which one has a greater y-intercept? It is the first one, which is 0, -12. Why is that the greater y-intercept? Well, it is higher on the y-axis. So if you need a little visual, okay, we've got y-intercept of 1, 2, 3. We got -1, -2. We can go all the way down to -12, continue down. Here's -64. -12 is higher on the y-axis, so it's bigger, greater than -64. Okay, try the second one on your own. And, actually, let's do this one together. These numbers are different than on your worksheet, so let me fix those. Let's see. Okay, so this should be -4, -3, -2, and -1. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Okay. So for this one, we are increasing by 1, increasing by 1, increasing by 1. I need to find when x equals 0. Okay, so we're adding by 1 each time. So to get to this 1, or from -1 to 0, we also added 1. Okay, then we need to find our y value. So here we multiplied by 2, multiplied by 2, multiplied by 2. So to find our missing number, we are again going to multiply by 2. That would give us 32. So this y-intercept is 0, 32. Okay, this one is backwards. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4 for the x's. So I want to figure out when x equals 0. So right here. So we're going up 1, up 1, up 1. So for here, I needed to subtract 1. So I needed to go backwards. For here, we multiplied by 3 each time. If we want to go backwards, going backwards, or the opposite of multiplication is division. So to go up, I need to divide by 3, which would give me a 1. So this y-intercept is 0, 1. Okay, and then from there, I think you can now interpret which one has a greater y-intercept. And let me know your answer. All right, and then the last one we'll do together. This one is asking for which function has the greater multiplier, and then explain how you know. So we don't care about the y-intercept, just the multiplier. So for my x's, we are going up by 1s. Perfect. Over here, 2 times what is 10? Times 5. 10 times 5 is 50. Good. And 50 times 5 is 250. Okay, so my multiplier here is 5. And then over here, we are adding 1 also. And 5 times what is 10? 5 times 2. 10 times 2 is 20, and 20 times 2 is 40. So for the second one, my multiplier is 2. Which one is greater? Well, the first function is greater because you're multiplying by a bigger number. Because you're multiplying by 5. Okay, there's one more to do down at the bottom, and then you are done. Let me know if you've got any questions.